So, Bull, very interesting topic right here because I think it's going to be a split panel.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Zack Rosenblatt, who covers the New York Jets for The Athletic, wrote this. Garrett Wilson expressed privately that if things didn't get better, he would want to stick around long-term following the team. Wouldn't want to stick around long-term following the team's dreadful 2023 campaign. Internally and externally, many have wondered when, not if, Wilson will request a trade. Many within the organization and around the league seem to believe it's only a matter of time until Wilson wants out, end quote.
Yeah.
The Browns have a first-round draft pick for the first time in 3 years. If Wilson was to ask for a trade and the Jets made him available for the asking price of a first-round pick, would you guys trade the Browns' first-round pick this season for Garrett Wilson?
Guys, when Mike first posted this, I said to myself, yeah, of course I would. That was my instant reaction. And then I thought about it. I said, no, I can't do this. The Browns, Garrett Wilson is worth the first-round pick. Yes, that's obvious.
I don't need to talk. Speak for me, please.
First of all, the Browns have to start drafting and developing. You can't just – Garrett Wilson's got 1 year left on his deal, and then he's getting $30 million a year. The Browns are the second most over the cap in the league. They, unfortunately, because they've made some mistakes, the biggest one being Watson, they can't afford to pay Garrett Wilson $30 million a year starting in 2026. They just can't do it, and that's what he's going to get. He may not be – at this point, he's not, Justin Jefferson. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not going to get $40 million. But he's a top 15 wide receiver, and he's done it with crappy quarterback play. This guy's a star. I mean, he's going to be, plus, if you're him, do you want to go to the Browns? I don't want to go to the Browns. If he's asking to be traded, it's because he hates the situation. He's going to want to come here to a team with an unsettled quarterback situation. No, he wants to go play for a winner.
Talented as a guy, if you're a talented wide receiver like Garrett Wilson, and you've been on a crappy team,
right?
It doesn't matter where you go. The money's green everywhere,
right?
If the money's the same or relatively the same, you want to win.
That's right. He didn't want to come here.
He's not going to want to come to Cleveland right now.
Chance.
Cleveland's quarterback situation will not be settled for years.
Right.
Period.
Unless they get lucky in the draft.
Okay. Yeah. When's that ever happened?
Never.
Certainly not the Browns.
No. Guys, so you would not trade for him also?
I would not, and your points are your points are spot on.
Thank you.
100%. It's a no-brainer. He's worth a first-round pick. Give it a heartbeat.
Yeah.
The money, who cares? He's worth it. We can't do it.
No. If the Browns can't draft and develop players, they're never going to have success. You can't have every key guy in your team be a free agent.
It never happens. That never happens. Yeah. And this is, by the way, how the Browns have gotten to this point to some degree is because of guys like Nick Chubb, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. Well, I mean, Baker's not here anymore, but you had players that you drafted that turned out to be decent players. Joel Bitonio, guys that you actually could extend contracts to, which had never happened here in the past. It is happening now. But all of a sudden we're going to just go get Garrett Wilson here, and the team's not ready for a Garrett Wilson.
No. Go ahead, G.
Oh, man.
You want him bad, but you know we're right. I mean, that's what's happening here.
You bring up some good. The problematic part about it is, how do you guarantee that he signs, right? Like if he's guaranteed 5 years. This is third year, so he would play next year. That would be his fourth year, and then you're to his
you would have.
year.
That's true. There would be a fit. So, I assume they pick. Wait, he was a first-round pick, so
he was top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so he.
Fifth year.
Right, so he's got 2 years left.
He's got 2
I said
years.
one.
He got 2 years left.
Yeah, right. He's got 2. That's
and
true.
then you would still have to sign him to an extension. It'll probably be big.
That's true. It might even be more than 30 because it's 2 years. Plus, if they're trading him because he's demanding a trade, then they're gonna have to trade him to a place he's willing to go.
I mean, he did play at Ohio State.
What are you talking about?
What?
Well, listen, man. y'all are out of your minds. If Garrett Wilson requests a trade and the Cleveland Browns want to trade for him, the question is, would you trade for Garrett Wilson? 1,000% I would trade for Garrett Wilson in a heartbeat for the simple fact that he's on his fourth. You have him for 1 year, 5th-year option you'll pick up, and if you didn't want to pay him right
And then you
there,
could free
franchise
franchise
tag is
tag.
there, so you got it for
Yeah,
3 years.
yeah.
If we ain't got our quarterback
Yeah.
situated in 3 years, then we got a whole nother problem.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
like
trust
that.
our team to draft no wide receiver in the first round and develop him, because I haven't seen any other
Yeah.
receivers being developed. The only way we're going to get a star wide receiver is because we traded for Jerry Jeudy. Guess
Talk.
what? We're going to trade for this wide
Talk.
receiver too. That's just what we got to do in the wide receiver room, because we do not develop well out of the wide receiver.
okay.
Now, every other position you
Yeah.
can sell me on. We might be able to get a second round offensive tackle and maybe develop him.
Yeah.
We might be able to get a defensive end and
Yeah.
develop him for a year or two. But the wide receiver position, we have not
Well,
made it.
hey,
we
first of all,
cannot do that.
I'll push back on that a little bit. Go ahead.
Before you push back, I wanna congratulate.
during the show. What
I
the
don't
hell,
know,
man?
man. They just want you. I told you I don't got it yet. I will talk to you when I get it. Congratulations!
Go
to
Bucks, by the way.
We are signing.
Go
We are
Bucks.
signing Tyvis.
And we got a billionaire who tells you he don't care about no money. You know what I'm saying? He write the check now.
Tyvis was cooking right there. That's the fastest I've seen him move
Yeah.
through topics. We signed him through Weave Nation. He's moving and ducking. He ducked all of your points. He convinced me on top of that.
To be honest,
Firm handshake.
to be honest,
you, sir.
I thought he only had 1 year left. He does have 2. That makes a little bit
And
of a
then
difference.
he dropped the franchise
and
tag
the
on you,
franchise
bull.
tag. But the fact remains that Garrett Wilson is going to have a say on where he's traded, and there's no chance he's going to want to get traded to the Browns.
He played for the Buckeyes, didn't he?
That wasn't the question. Would he want to
Yeah.
come to the Browns or not?
I
was
don't
the
know
question.
why
The
they
question
keep
is, would you
asking
trade a
that.
first for
That's
Garrett
why I
Wilson?
reiterated and said, would
Thank
you
you,
trade a
Tyvis.
first round pick? Yes. The
Hey,
answer is yes.
Hey, that was some clean move. Listen, there has been.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who's you? Is it me personally?
Well, if you were running the Browns, if you were Andrew
Okay,
Berry,
well, that would specify that I'm
Yeah.
running the Browns.
Look
No,
at
I would
this.
not trade a first round pick. I mean,
Davis, what do you
is
think
he
we're-
worth the first round pick for like the universe? Absolutely. For
what do you think
anybody.
the chat says?
The chat?
What do you think the chat says?
90% yes.
Project Stockpile is in full effect.
If it's Browns fans, they say yes.
And
65% said no, they would not trade.
Wow.
first
Whoa,
round
we
pick.
got some smart fans on this show.
hey, listen,
Over 200 votes. 60,
Wow, that's a shock.
well,
But-
63
well done.
now, but,
but you
60% no.
Well
but
done.
you know why they say no is because the intoxication of a first round pick is so high at this point.
It's a dopamine hit.
Because
The unknown is sexy.
It's exponential potential. You
That's
can
right.
get this guy you're gonna draft. He saved the whole franchise, be a Hall of Famer, first ballot. You just thinking of all the great positions, and until you realize that number one pick. I remember the Cavs wouldn't give up the pick for Colin Sexton because LeBron wanted to get somebody else. He said, "But we got the Nets number 8 pick." And it turned out the Nets made the playoffs. We drafted Colin Sexton, and he's not even on the.
I got a buddy
Okay.
who every night does 30 $5 20-team parlays. Every night.
Hey,
Jeez.
it's the
Every
fun.
night.
It's the excitement of the parlay.
Yeah.
boy.
I'm telling
He's
you.
like a Browns fan with the first round pick. I'm like, dude, why don't you just take $50 and bet on the Cavs to cover?
Yeah,
Like
right.
you win $45.
Right.
Nah, man, gotta hang in. And then he hit like half of the bets. And I'm like, cash out, dude. No, man, got it. It's the dopamine hit of that, the idea, the thought of maybe hitting the jackpot.
You know what?
When he's seen that 9,986, all you need is 3 more, cash out early, dog.
Wait a minute. You know what? Now that we talk about wide receivers, I needed to bring this up. Do y'all know that Jerry Jeudy is about to be second team All Pro this season?
Hell of a year.
I mean, he's balling.
I can't believe it. This man is about to be second.
Oh,
He's
second
fourth.
team
He's
All-Pro?
fourth in receiving yards. That's equals second team All Team.
I don't know that he's going to be all
second
pro.
team All
It
Pro.
doesn't
He's not
go
gonna be
strictly
second
by
team.
Yes,
yardage.
he is. He's
No, he's
fourth
not.
in receiving.
Oh, he'll be in the Pro Bowl though.
He's a Pro Bowler 1,000%.
Hey, if
Who would you put in front of him?
I think he got an outside chance.
How could he not be? He's fourth in receiving.
He got an outside chance.
It's more than just receive. He's got 4
1,300.
touchdowns.
He's only got
So-
4 touchdowns.
Well,
and the
It
Browns
goes
stink.
to show you when you're a talented guy and you step into a role and you got a gunslinger quarterback, you can put up some numbers, man. And he has, and he's played well. Like I've been very impressed with Jerry Jeudy. Never thought he'd be worth this contract.
Jeudy give 4 more touchdowns. Yeah,
Frankly, I mean, listen.
he's second team All Pro. My eyes.
Yeah,
Let's give
you
some
know
credit
what?
to Andrew Berry.
Look at Bull.
Because when he got signed to the contract extension,
We tripped.
Yeah.
We're like, that is way too much money for a guy.
Yep.
And, I mean, Mark Schlereth I had a seizure over the
Yeah,
thing.
he did.
If you look at the top 10 in terms of yardage wide receivers, the only guys in the AFC are Chase, Jeudy, and I mean,
But
Jeudy.
all pro doesn't care about AFC, NFC.
You know, it's just
all pro.
Yeah,
He's
all
definitely a Pro Bowler.
Oh, he's a Pro Bowler. Yeah.
He's not all pro, but he'll be a Pro Bowler. He's not
Yes.
gonna be all pro.
Why not?
If he gets
crazy?
Why not?
1,300 to 7 touchdowns.
Give
what
me
he got?
give me the four
13
give me the four receivers
13
above him.
if he gets-
Tyvis, here they are. Jamar Chase leads the NFL in yards and touchdowns. He's a
Chase, Jefferson, and Lamb are locks, so it's the fourth guy.
Who's the fourth guy?
Who's the fourth guy?
So would you rather have Jeudy with 944 and 4 touchdowns, or McLaurin with 896 and 9 touchdowns?
And he's on a winning team.
No. Here's what I'm going to say. I project him to get 1,300.
First of all, Mike, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I did.
First of
That's
all,
another Buckeye, by the
I
way.
would never go against a Buck.
Okay,
Scary
there you
Terry.
go.
Go
By the way, the
Bucks.
Buckeyes are 6, 7, and 8 in the NFL in receiving yards this year.
That's amazing.
Jackson,
LSU
Jackson
that's
Smith and
LSU's
Jigba,
1
Terry
and 2.
McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, 6, 7, 8.
Three of the top 10 are Ohio State Buckeyes?
Yeah, the first two are both LSU.
LSU.
Wait, who's 6, 7, and 8?
Smith and Jigba, McLaurin, and Garrett Wilson.
Olave's have been hurt.
Yep.
Marvin, I don't know what they did to
The
Marvin
next,
out there.
but
Amon-Ra also has 9 touchdowns and less than 100 fewer yards than Jeudy.
yeah, Drake London's got 8.
He's a Pro Bowl. He's not an All-Pro.
Feeding.
Which, by the way, is an incredible season for Jerry Jeudy to be the first time he's on pace.
Yeah, he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
They about
Yeah.
to feed
But he's
him.
not going to be an All-Pro.
They about to feed him.
How many
But
yards
hey-
does Jamar Chase have, you said?
1,300.
Oh, my God.
That's
He has
ridiculous.
200 more than anyone else in football and 8 more
He's
touchdowns.
going to
How
win.
is this guy-
He's going to win the Triple Crown.
How do teams not cover that guy? Like, I was watching the other night,
He gonna win the Triple Crown.
and,
He got more-
I'm like, they're going to him in every crucial moment, and, like, it seems like he scores a touchdown every game.
Who?
Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many touchdowns he's got?
He's got like 12.
15.
Okay. Well,
he got
crazy.
15 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
well, okay, so every game he scores at least one
How
touchdown.
many catches he got on this season?
He's got
93.
He's got 93
Who got the
catches,
highest?
1,319 yards. He's leading the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Oh, he's gonna win
he-
the Triple Crown for
he
sure.
doesn't have the
Who is
size.
he, Cooper Kupp?
He doesn't have the size of like a Randy Moss, which is those guys were like unicorns. And this guy is just does it all.
You know what he does
Kupp
better
was
than
like
any
that.
wide receiver I can remember? Like, he'll catch a pass, and there'll be 3 guys around him, and he'll make one cut, and then he's gone.
He'll hit the
He just
gas.
goes past all of them.
That boy hit
and they got
the
no
gas
shot.
on people. I wish I was still playing. I just wanted to see how fast he really
Yeah.
is. He be hitting the gas on people.
The dude is so ridiculous that he promised the Make-A-Wish kid that he was going to do the gritty for him.
And he
Of course he does it.
pulled the Babe Ruth.
Of
Did it
course.
twice.
That was
It's
unbelievable.
so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome.
That was a cute story.
It was
with
a
that
great
kid,
story.
yeah.
It was